For my week 4 community YouTube video, I decided to make a infographic regarding knowing your rights. I will insert it here, hopefully. Um, Such as like your right to remain silent. I thought this was super important because in our class discussion, I really didn't realize that you can absolutely not cooperate and just remain completely silent, even if you're getting pulled over and such. I thought that you at least had to cooperate in a way which technically meant to speak to the officer or whatever cooperation may be. So I thought that that might be something that was important to share to others since I didn't personally know that. Sure, you can always cooperate and you can talk to them if it's probably just a minor infraction, if you don't really care about fighting it. Um, but in like specific, more serious crimes, to completely remain silent no matter what. Um, which I've seen in some like documentaries where someone actually remains completely silent. Personally, I got a little annoyed with that. I'm like, they're asking you a question you can answer, but literally anything can be used against you in the court of law. Some things that I just spoke about on the infographic. Let me actually just bring it up. Okay, so something that I spoke about was what it means, which means you don't have to answer any questions. Anything you can say can be used against you, and you can request a lawyer at any time before speaking. So if someone pulled you over, immediately you can request that. Why it matters is because it prevents self-incrimination, it makes sure everyone is being treated fairly during questioning, and then it balances powers between the citizen and the police or the state power. Some common misunderstandings, like I misunderstood, is that remaining silent does not mean you are guilty. And talking to a peer cooperative can still hurt your case, no matter what you're saying. And lastly, for that one, I had that silence is exercising your constitutional right. Sorry, I have my Invisalign in. And then something that I think that this is pretty funny that I didn't know this. I don't know why. It's kind of common sense. But in the Medea movie, I'm not sure if you've ever seen that, but there is one of her movies where she's being arrested and the police officer doesn't Mirandaize her, which is basically just informing her of her right to remain silent, that she can obtain an attorney, and stuff like that. So her charges were acquitted because she was not informed of her rights. I also wrote that this is guaranteed in the Fifth Amendment of the U.S. Constitution. And anything else that I just put was what to say during questioning or the time of being pulled over and stuff like that, including I don't know why I'm not prepared. Where did it go? Anyways, I just wrote that it was important to state that you remain silent and that you would like an attorney. I also put to not sign anything until an attorney is present or reviewed the documents. Also, to not consent to any search, which if they have probable cause, I'm pretty sure they're going to search anyways, but if you don't consent to that, but also consent does not giving consent does not mean that you are guilty. in times like this, something important to do is obtain badge numbers and names of the officers. So that's why I did this infographic, because I did not know any of this and I thought it was helpful.